What's going on, Dolphins fans? It is your boy Dillon, and I got some more breaking news for you because it looks like the Dolphins just will not stop signing free agents. They are literally trying to spend every dollar that they have, apparently. So they signed 2 more free agents, another player on defense, and 1 more player on offense. It's a running back. You know, and to be fair to them, they are filling a lot of holes. You know, we have to see if... Look, because again, they're blowing through their cap space, and a lot of these guys, most of these guys are just massive contracts. Byron Jones and Eric Flowers and you know, whatever, Van Noy. They're like giant fucking contracts. A couple of them, the safety, Clayton, whatever his last name is, and... the running back that we picked up, their contracts are not that, you know, they're not huge. They're smaller contracts, but they are just literally just eating through this cap space. Anyway, so the first one to let you guys know about is ex-Eagles running back Jordan Howard reportedly agrees to a 2-year, $10 million contract with the Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins added a new piece to their backfield on Tuesday when they reportedly agreed to sign running back Jordan Howard. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, it's a 2-year deal worth more than $10 million. While Howard may not represent a season-altering addition, he isn't far removed from back-to-back 1,000-yard efforts. After he entered the league as a 5th-round draft pick in 2016 out of Indiana University, he tallied a career-best 1,313 rushing yards, 298 receiving yards, and 7 total touchdowns as a rookie for the Chicago Bears. He appeared well on his way to being a difference maker for the Bears for years to come when he followed up his rookie effort with 1,122 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns in 2017. However, Howard took a step back in 2018 with a career worst 3.7 yards per carry and was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles prior to the 2019 season when it was clear he wasn't going to live up to his potential in Matt Nagy's offense. The Indiana product dealt with injuries and played just 10 games last season with 525 rushing yards on 4.4 yards per carry and 7 touchdowns. It wasn't the type of season he enjoyed in his first 2 years in the league, but he at least bounced back in terms of yards per carry and proved he can still pick up difficult yardage between the tackles. So, and he's, you know, he's 25 years old. So look, I mean, his contract is, I mean, certainly out of all of them, one of the smallest that they've signed so far. But again, it does eat through the cap space. It is a position of need, though, because we definitely need some help at running back. He's 25 years old, so he is still young, but like almost every single one of these other free agents that they've picked up, they are in the middle or back end of their career. And so it's only a 2-year deal. I mean, he would only be 27, but he is a running back, and running backs obviously are one of the most wear and tear positions in the league, so there's that. Plus, he does have some injuries, as it mentioned here. So, you know, we'll see how it turns out. I mean, I don't know that he's going to be the answer at running back for us. But certainly, I guess it's just another guy to have in the mix. So, yeah. Anyway, and then the other signing is they've agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with linebacker special teams captain Kamu Gruiger-Hill, source confirms. Yeah, so another linebacker, but, you know, this, the most recent linebacker, it probably isn't going to be very high on the depth chart. Maybe as a backup. But, you know, I'm also kind of starting to wonder, like, well, first of all, I think they're good at linebacker now. Like, they don't need to bring in any more except for maybe, like, you know, obviously, like, undrafted free agents. Obviously, you can pick up 1 or 2 from that pool, you know. But they don't need to bring in any more fucking linebackers. I mean, we've got some all right guys. I mean, I really like Raekwon McMillan and Jerome Baker for sure. Sam McGuavin's shown some flashes. Let's see, you know, we need to see if he can be consistent. Van Noy, he's been all right. You know, he's played in the Patriots defense, so that might help to cover up some things. His first couple years weren't that great. He's getting older now. His, production hasn't, been spectacular, but it's been solid. He definitely adds something to the pass rush element. So, there's a lot going on there. We got a ton of guys. So, I don't think that they need to bring in any more linebackers. They do need to start moving around the rest of the roster. But, to be fair to them, they also have signed a bunch of guys. Again, I disagree with this approach. I disagree with signing, the massive contracts that they have. I disagree with just blowing through the cap space like they are. But let's also notice that obviously the vast majority of these are on the defense, but they are clearly going into this thing with an idea and philosophy that they are going to at least halfway build through free agency, as opposed to, primarily building through the draft and supplementing in free agency. They're gonna, build through both, like full-on build through both. I mean, to be fair to them, they kind of have to, because the entire roster was completely gutted and pretty much consisted of only like practice squad players. But we'll see how it goes. There's a lot going on, so I don't know, like I would, on one hand, I kind of feel like they're probably about done in free agency at this point, because they've signed a bunch of dudes, but they still got some fucking money to blow through, and they're only going to need I think they're going to need somewhere around like 20 million, I think it is, for the draft class. Although, I think with the moves that they've made, really loading up on the defense, and then just picking up a running back and one offensive lineman, my guess is, the further they go into free agency, and the more of these contracts that they're signing and guys that they're picking up, the more it leads me to believe that they are going to trade away a chunk of draft capital and go up to get a quarterback. I feel like the number one thing that they give a shit about in the draft is a quarterback. Fuck everything else. They're pretty much telling us right now, look, we're filling all the supposed holes that we need with all these, fucking contracts that we're signing here in free agency. And apparently that's going to be it. So anyway, like I said, linebacker Kamu Gruiger-Hill and Jordan Howard are now on the Dolphins. Gruiger-Hill, real quick, was a 6th-round pick of the Patriots in 2016, played in 10 games for the Eagles last season, 23 tackles and 1 fumble recovery. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoy my videos of perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comments section. And of course, as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. See y'all soon. Fins up.